The first, like, the big story that I seen on my timeline is some former BioWare Ubisoft devs are making a new action adventure game called Eternal Strands. Now my manager is going to say I'm going to work for 2 hours instead of full time, which pissed me off to quit. I'm gonna be honest, Ronan. I don't think you ever had a job, but I just don't believe that. I don't believe the story. I don't believe the story. I'm gonna let it rock though. Whatever, man. 2 hours a week, whatever. It was a good run, man. I'm glad you enjoyed your time with GameSpot, bro. GameStop. Get back on it. Get back out there. Start applying. It is what it is. It's all good, man. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some. Minor setback for a major comeback. GameStop sucks anyway. They got a credit card with a 30% APR. They don't got no games over there, but PS3 games and shit like that. If your story is true, which is hard to believe, I'd be pissed they only gave me 2 hours, but who knows? Maybe he's telling the truth, chat. Who knows? Free trial of the job is crazy. But yeah, former BioWare Ubisoft developers are making a new action adventure game called Eternal Strands. Developer Yellow Brick Games, a new studio. Let me turn my beat down. Yo, shout out to Savage.
Shout out to that nigga in the chat for resubscribing. It's rough out here, so you a real ass nigga for that, my nigga.
Developer Yellow Brick Games, a new game development studio founded by AAA industry veterans, including longtime creative directors of BioWare's Dragon Age series, Mike Laidlaw, has announced Eternal Strands. This is a third-person action adventure, draws inspiration from the likes of Shadow of the Colossus and Monster Hunter, where you're doing battle with massive creatures hell-bent on destroying you, and combines that with the Tears of the Kingdom-like physics manipulating powers to turn you into the ultimate Sorcerer Supreme badass. You play as a weaver named Brian, one of the few remaining magic users left after the use of magic caused a cataclysmic event that destroyed much of her world. Alongside the members of your fellow magic-using Weaver Band, you are embarking on an adventure that pits you against all manner of monsters, including more than a few massive giant bosses that really seem interested in stomping you into Weaver jerky. Eternal Strands is our IGN first editorial cover story game for April, which means we're diving deep into Yellow Brick's debut project. That's crazy. This is their first game ever, and they getting the cover story from IGN. Yeah, this is not a quadruple A game, but we're gonna give it a chance, guys. Relax. To kick things off today, we got the world premiere reveal of Eternal Strands in an action via its spellbinding reveal trailer. Where's the trailer at? Let's go find the trailer. I know there is one. I didn't watch it though. There we go. Weaver jerky. All right, let's see what this is hitting for. You talk about the Facebook news already? No, I just started streaming. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really keeping up with Facebook. I'd ask what's going on Facebook, but I don't really care. It's Facebook, guys. Like, come on. What did your auntie post on her wall? She support Trump. You surprised? Yellow Brick Games. Follow the Yellow Brick Road. Have I ever broken a controller? If you mean by like through it because I was raging, no. Like, has a controller ever broke on me? Like just from like use? Yeah, but no, I've never broken a controller out of anger. Shit costs money. I don't take games seriously enough. Facebook sold private messages to Netflix. Oh yeah, I did see that. I didn't care. Are y'all What? Mark Zuckerberg stealing data and selling it to companies for profit? What? Welcome to 2008, guys. Welcome to 2008. Facebook is stealing your data and selling it to advertisers. I never would have guessed, guys. Come on, man. Trying to see what Internal Strike is about. Okay, got a little transition. She climbing on the back like Dragon's dog. Wait, is this like, are there no levels? Is it like an arena-based game with like biomes or something? good. I like the art style. I like the cartoony art style. It reminds me of Gigantic a little bit. Is this not the one game you played about the Greek gods? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're talking about Phoenix Rising. This doesn't look like that. This doesn't look like that. Immortals Phoenix Rising. Maybe like the art style a little bit because it's colorful, but like Immortals Phoenix was more like Zelda meets Assassin's Creed. This looks more like Monster Hunter vibes. It's kind of hard to tell the gameplay loop other than you're fighting big bosses, but like, are there levels in the story? Are you just fighting big ass monsters? They said it's like Monster Hunter. It looks okay. I mean, you'll keep an eye on this one. This gives me boss rush vibes. Yeah, is that what it is? Like just fighting big bosses? I'll keep an eye on this one. This one looks okay. I wasn't like blown away, but it looks okay. New studio too, so you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Hold up. Let me switch to my account really quickly. There we go. Boss rushes need to make a comeback. It'll be in Stellar Yams. It has a boss rush mode in the demo. Long shot and out of the blue, but would you ever collab with the VTuber? I'm never gonna say never because Justin Bieber said don't do that, but I don't watch him. I don't really see what would be the collaboration there. I mean, if it made sense, but I don't. What? I don't really see that. Like, I don't really feel like I'm in tune with the VTuber community. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if a VTuber would like a nigga like me. I'm an asshole. Saber Interactive CEO says KOTOR remake is alive and well. So if you were worried about it going away because of all the selling offs of companies and acquisitions, it looks like it's still being made. What's a VTuber? It's somebody who uses a digital character and plays a character instead of themselves on stream. Like, you see the streams where like niggas play little anime girls and shit like that. Like it's that. You still liking Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? I'm not playing it. I've been playing Dragon's Dogma. I've been playing Rise of Ronin. I've been playing whatever you see me playing on stream. That's what I'm playing. Playing Tekken. I'll get back to it. Yeah, ban him for asking that. No, I'm not gonna ban him for that. Like, it's just not my cup of tea. Like, I don't have no beef with the VTuber community. This is not my cup of tea. Y'all gotta relax. Like, I thought something came out that said the exact opposite, or was it the fan-made remake? There's a fan-made remake? No, there were people there saying they were worried about this being canceled, but this was never confirmed. But now it's confirmed that it's actually fine. So, I mean, that's good. Because like I said, I've been holding off to play this, what many consider to be a classic RPG. Or whether wait to see it be remade with like modern mechanics and shit like that. What up, A-dubs? We see. Let me turn my shit back on. Young Booty in the building. What else I got for y'all? Oh, here we go.
For the follow. Now let me get back to stalking. I mean following Maria.
Microsoft's developing an AI chatbot for the Xbox. In news for things nobody asked for, a new report from Tom Warren at The Verge has claimed that Microsoft is developing a new AI chatbot for Xbox. Microsoft has confirmed the existence of the AI chatbot with The Verge. The new chatbot is an animated embodied AI character that will respond to Xbox's support queries, says The Verge, and will also answer questions, process refunds, and more. In recent days, Microsoft has expanded the Xbox chatbot, named the Xbox Support Virtual Agent, to a broader pool of players, suggesting that it could be rolled out to players sooner rather than later. However, Microsoft has yet to make an announcement. During an Xbox all-hands-on meeting earlier this year, Microsoft executives outlined an Xbox Everywhere vision that included AI innovation as part of a key. See,
hey, son,
I'm glad this is why
this stream, just know someone subscribed. That means you have to answer my FaceTime call.
Who just subbed? Shout out to Blank Face with the sub. Appreciate it.
Money, I can now ditch the janky plane and fly first class on Spirit Airlines.
This is why it's important to read the article and not just the headline, because I read the headline and I just saved the article to read for later. I was thinking that Xbox is going to be adding their own version of Chatbot GPT or Claude or Grok, whatever, you know, one of these learning models basically. And like in my head, I was thinking, what the fuck is an Xbox user? Do Xbox niggas even use Chatbot GPT besides just cheat on their goddamn homework? Like what would a console player like? But I'm glad I read this. Like what would a Xbox nigga use this shit for? But this is basically this translates to we're cutting jobs, guys. We're cutting more jobs. And instead of hiring somebody to do proper customer support, we created an AI bot that's probably gonna look like an Xbox 360 avatar to irritate the fuck out of you. I hate these AI customer support bots. They sound like bots. They're never helpful. All they do is read the FAQ. You got to yell at them so you can talk to like a real human so you can get a fucking refund. So if you're looking for a refund on Xbox, expect it to get a whole lot harder and a whole lot more annoying. They're going to call it Cortana or some shit like that. I mean, Cortana is already a thing on Windows. If you ever tried to refund something on console, you'll understand it's hell. Hopefully I'm wrong and it actually makes it easier to get a refund. Like, it's super easy to get a refund on Steam. Like, you really don't even need a reason, as long as you ain't played the game more than 2 hours. But with this shit, I don't know. We'll see. What else I got for y'all? I'm tired. Apex Legends glitch resets player accounts. You guys thought it was bad? It's getting worse. Fresh off the heels of last week's LGS tournament finals being hacked, Apex Legends is dealing with more problems. In a new post on Twitter, Respawn has addressed a new Apex Legends glitch that is completely resetting accounts, removing progress, and removing earned content. I lost one of my heirlooms. Are you trolling or are you being serious, Ghost? That fucking sucks too. They better reimburse people. Reports about the devastating bug are flooding in on Apex Legends subreddit. Players say the glitch is affecting their statistics, paid and earned cosmetics, ranked progress, and other crucial account data. No, I'm dead serious. Oh, let's read this then. Even the in-game store malfunctioned for some. What? Niggas is losing their $500 heirlooms, their $20 skins. They're losing their statistics that they've had over the last 5 years, all their kills, all their downs, all their wins. But most importantly, the store is down, guys. The store is, they couldn't even buy anything. Shut the fuck up, bro. Even the store malfunctioned. Good, nigga. Store don't need to work right now. Fix the fucking game. Respawn says that Apex Legends team is now not the store, is now investigating the issues and will let players know more as soon as we have an update on the issue. It's still unclear what the root of the glitch is. However, the game-breaking bug occurred following the April Fool's update and new split of the season. It might also be related to cross progression. Earlier, the official Apex Legends account did reply to a player post that mentioned both cross progression and losing theirs. For the time being, players are hesitant to even log in. Yep, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the PSA out there. We did it a couple weeks ago. We're doing it again. What up, Bash the Sand? Don't play Apex if you're into it. Looks like the game is fucked. Until another update comes out and they fixed it, I will not touch your account. You might lose your shit.
We appreciate you resubbing.
And I'm not gonna lie, 5 years of losing your shit, I'd be fucking pissed. Yo, shout out to Vicky, I'm drunk with the sub. I appreciate you. Why can't they get it together? Like, what is going on with this game? You really live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Like, they're gonna kill themselves with this bullshit. Eating 14 Pop-Tarts is crazy work. He gotta look like a penguin. Motherfucker could not breathe after them 14 Pop-Tarts. Yeah, imagine losing 5 years of work that you put in, man. All the custom skins that you can't get anymore. Nah, apparently you can play now, but if you logged in earlier, your stuff won't be back. I hope they have like the servers backed up to like that, or they plan on reimbursing people somehow or something, because this is not a good look. Yo, shout out to Greta with the sub, appreciate it.
Shadow having a BBC.
What else I got for y'all?
That type of power.
Exodus. How the fuck does this happen? I don't know. Yeah, they dropped this new season and it just seems like the code is fucking ass or something. Have you heard of the browser app Arc Search? I think I have. That's the AI driven shit. I think it is. I think I put myself on the wait list. Arc browser. Yeah, I did. I put myself on the wait list. I was waiting for my invite. For those who don't know what this is a new web browser that's making some waves. It has AI implemented inside of it. And it's pretty cool. Like, basically, like, it'll just give you all the hot gaming or tech stories like within the web browser. Like, you can like search and do all that shit, and it's like all super organized. But like, yeah, you have to, right now it's like in beta, you have to join the wait list if you want to try it out. You know, we love this new tech. So is it like Microsoft Edge? No, it's something completely new.
You've got one loyal fan base.
Does it have ad blocker?
Loyal as Amy's dumbass.
Yo, shout out to J2 Nasty. If it's based off Chromium, I'm pretty sure. Let me see if I can find a video on it. Let's see. Arc web browser. I think anybody can use it on iOS, but the web version is not available to everybody. Let's see if we can get a short. Let's like watch a short and see. What up, Black Grump? What up?
So a few months ago, I switched my web browser from Chrome to a new app called
Shout out to Shucker with the sub.
And I've been loving it so much
Sorta
that I
like
reached
when
out to
Rouge
the
the
team
Bat
behind
throws
it, and
it
they've
back.
agreed to sponsor this video. It's got a bunch of
Sponsored.
The main thing that it does is that it
Shout out
helps
to
you
Shulker.
organize all of the zillion tabs that you have open. So what you can do is that you can categorize them into different workspaces. And so for me, I've got a workspace for life planning.
I hope that
I've got a workspace for
saves.
health, I've got a workspace for my book. I've got a workspace for video research. I've got a
Saves
workspace
memory.
for just general chill stuff. I've got a workspace for social media. And so I can keep all these different
Just
aspects
added
of my
myself
life
to the
separate
wait
within the
list.
browser. They've also got a new feature of shared workspaces. So what you can do is that you can collaborate with multiple people in a
Yo,
single
shout out to
workspace.
Rashad with the sub. Is this the right one? Where's the AI shit?
You're
at, bro?
probably using.
I wish I could find that video that that I watched. Is it worth the hype? Change the way that I work. Use it for a while on Mac. It's the best to me in the Windows version of betas, but good enough for now. People now complaining about Stellar
For the
Blade.
last
I
12
don't care
years
about
or
that
so,
shit.
I've used Chrome almost exclusively.
Meet the
As a
internet.
user
nigga.
experience engineer
Let's get to it.
until switching computers caused my membership card will have to do.
Can I ask a
Enough about the
question?
onboarding
Everybody else
experience.
is.
Let's talk about
You literally
using
just asked a question, by the way.
browser. To put it simply, it's nearly perfect.
Do you own
The team
anything
behind Arc
Android
built the
related?
browser,
Yeah, I actually
learned
have
how people
Android
use it,
phones
and then
in my
started
closet.
Re-engineering the experience from the ground up. Well, almost. The browser frame itself, the thing that renders the content, uses
She's too
Chromium,
thick.
which is the same engine as
I
Chrome.
guess.
So there aren't any weird rendering.
So yeah, you will be able to have ad block because it's running off Chromium. So you'll be able to use the extensions. It's just like the main thing is like I wish somebody would showcase the AI features that it's talking
Which
about.
I think is table stakes here.
You could download it on your phone. Like the way I can describe it is like I use it on my phone. It was pretty cool. Like I just searched. I just told it like send me like the hottest gaming stories of the last 24 hours, and it just pulls it up right away on the. It's imagine like having like Chatbot GPT or like Grok built into the web browser to make searching like super fast. You don't got to answer, but for creators like you who edit your own videos, record your own scripts, make your own thumbnails, etc., do you think it's harder than the average 9 to 5? Mainly the people who have jobs like security who spend most of their time on their phone. Are you asking me this in regard to like what Hassan is like what he was saying or some shit like that? What's harder? What's hard is subjective. I would say for most people it would be hard because being creative is, I would argue, a God-given talent. People who are actually good at it, who are actually being creative, like yes, it's hard. And just to put it in perspective, like most videos will never reach 10,000 views on YouTube. That's the 1%. So like when people talk shit to me, like I'll have like a video, like somebody was talking shit. It's like, yo, the video got like 50,000 views in like 2 days. He was like, your views are trash. I'm like, you realize that's the 1%. Like, what are you talking about, bro? So like, is it hard? Yeah. Cause like you have to have basically a degree in like marketing damn near to understand. You got to constantly be on top of trends and all that other stuff. But security is hard too. Construction is hard too. It's all subjective. Everything is hard when you first started out. Probably long hours. Yeah. Cause you're self-employed. It's to me, it's like pick your poison. I'm not going to be like, oh, my life is harder than anybody else's. Is it hard? Yeah. But like, I'm not going to cry about it. Like, I think the better question is why you want to know. I don't understand where we're going with this conversation. But what's hard is subjective because like you can say, oh, construction work is hard, which it is. But then cybersecurity is also hard because that person maybe who does construction is not capable. They don't maybe have the brain power. I'm not calling construction workers stupid. They're necessary. But you get the point. Like it's just two different skill sets. It's all subjective. I can see that. You basically only eat if you're doing good at a job. You get several avenues of keeping a job. I'm me personally, I subscribe to the ideology of there's no such thing as job security. Whether you're a content creator, you work construction, a doctor, anybody can get let go. I don't believe in job security. I believe in bust your ass and hope for the best. Nothing to do with Hassan. I was just trying to get into content creation, but people make me feel bad for not being a top 1%er. The advice I get is don't quit your day job. Don't quit your day job. I do feel like too many people try to jump into it and try to become like you try to force feed yourself into becoming the 1%, and that's just not how it works. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. But in the meantime, I always gonna encourage you, like, have at least a part-time job, honestly a full-time job. Do the shit on the side, like do YouTube or Twitch on the weekend. Really learn the ins and outs of what it takes to be a creator. There's so many tools on YouTube from people to learn from. Grow your platform as you start to make money. Let's say you start making enough money to, I don't know, pay your rent, maybe reduce your hours at your job, go part-time from full-time to part-time. Then as you start to increase your income a little bit more, then eventually quit. Like that's what happened with me. I didn't just like quit cold turkey. Don't forget the creative. Yeah, you have to be creative too, but like I would never tell nobody to quit their fucking day job. Like this shit is hard. Don't get it twisted. What I've been, just to put it in perspective, not to toot my own horn, this is year 17. How many creators do you know can say they've been doing this shit for 17 years? Most of them burn out after about 2 years. Even like the biggest people. Quitting your day job is such a big risk for full-time content creation. Yeah, and the shit is constantly fluctuating too. Like here's another thing too. Like a lot of people often think about the come up, right? And that's if you get the come up. What people don't think about is the come down. When you're at the top, there's no way to go but down. And this is why a lot of people disappear, because when you're coming down, you have to figure out how to plateau and find your what's the word I'm looking for? How to carve out your niche in the space, basically. But what happens is a lot of people crash out because they just want to be number one. So then they start doing stupid shit like fake pranks. You know what I'm talking about. You know what type of content creators I'm talking about. Just start doing stupid shit to sell their soul, and then you crash out and you end up having no audience at all. It's a lot to think about. But I would basically tell you, whoever's telling you don't do it or they're making you feel bad, fuck them, bro. If that's what you want to do, do it. Just make sure, like I always tell people, I'm never gonna tell nobody you can't do nothing, but I will say make sure you be serious about it. You're only gonna be as serious. People are only gonna take you as serious as you take yourself. Who gives a fuck what they got to say, bro? If that's what you want to do, then do it. It also ties with how much of what you're doing in the work is for other people but enjoyable for you. Yeah, you gotta find that happy medium. I've seen YouTubers quit their jobs and videos come out months later saying I fucked up, I'm going back to work. Yeah, like I said, don't quit it right away. I'd say ease into the shit. Would you say it's better to get a job that's less likely to be taken by a computer or an AI? It's hard to tell because like there's no way to tell where the future is going. I say get a job that pays well. That's what I say. Too many people getting college degrees and shit that don't matter. What are we talking about? We're talking about this damn shit. Random, but this poster is fire. LOL. What's this shit? New poster for Knuckles. He just hits different. Knuckles series premieres April 26th. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, it looks like the movie. It looks like an extension of the movie. In terms of the production quality. What you mean, a theater degree don't work? Nope. How can I prevent my job from letting me go? You can't. We're all just numbers to these corporations. That's why at bare minimum, I always encourage people, have a side hustle. Have your job and do something on the weekend that you enjoy. Start a car wash business. Sell lemonade. Start an arts and crafts or some type of t-shirt business on Etsy. I don't know. I just fucking closed something by accident. There's a reason why pensions don't exist anymore. When you did content creation back then, there was no money involved. Did you stick with it because you saw potential in making money, or did you enjoy content creation, or it was both? It was both. I mean, I've been funny all my life. I've been entertaining people all my life. So I think that's why I'm able to survive for so long. It's because this is what I genuinely like to do. It wasn't because of like, there was never a point in my life where I was like, I watched somebody like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber. But don't get it twisted. I like making money too. There was no money involved, but I said to myself, if I can grow an audience, it's somehow, some way I'll find a way to monetize it. I didn't know how to do it, but I knew there'd be some type of way. So it was both, to be honest. But too many people do it because like, oh, they see how much money the next person's making, but they don't think about what they can do to add something to the market. We're yapping. I'm in school to teach history, and I'm trying to open up a side business so I can retire when I want to. Shit, start a cleaning business, cut some grass. Yo, shout out to Superior Bryce with the sub. Appreciate it. If you didn't do content creation, what would you do for plan B? I don't think about that shit. Let me give y'all some advice, man. Losers think about losing. That's what hey, yo, let me ask you a better question, because I don't think this is me being mad. Let me ask you a question. What's the point of even answering that? Nigga, I won. Like, okay. No, jokes aside, I'll give you an answer. I will give you an answer, but I am being serious with it. Like, what's the point of even thinking like I won? Like, who cares? But I would have probably been, well, I was going to school for kinesiology, so I wanted to be a sports medicine doctor. That or a personal trainer. But yeah, ain't no point in it now. Like, but that's kind of like a mantra I live by. Like, losers think about losing. I don't think about no plan B, bro. I'm trying to win. Yo, shout out to Cake Mixer with the sub. Appreciate it. It ain't for everybody though. Just keep that in mind. Huge rumor. Yeah, what Kanye said? I guess we'll never know. A PlayStation showcase or state of the play is happening in May. Rumored games Sony is working on with equals Silent Hill 2 remake. Ooh, Ghost of Tsushima 2. Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. I mean, we already know that's coming, right? That was already announced. Spider-Man 2 DLC. That's believable. Ben Studios new IP. I remember them. There's rumors about that. That's believable. And more first-party stuff. This could be a good state of the play. I honestly, all of this is believable. All of this is believable. There's been rumors of a Silent Hill 2 remake. Ghost of Tsushima 2. It's about time. They've already announced this. We know this is coming. It's just a matter of when. There's been rumors about their new IP. These are the people that made Days Gone off my fucking hard drive. Apparently they're working on some new multiplayer game. And then more stuff. All this is actually believable. This isn't like, and this is say May. Hopefully this is true. We'll keep an eye to this. I got another one for you. I went over to my shorty's crib and you can't guess what we ate. Some booty? I don't know. Nigga, don't keep us guessing. I work in IT. I was a government subcontractor for a 6-month to hire contract. At the end, they said they weren't hiring me. Come to find out, the 3 newest people were let go for budget cuts in every department. No such thing as job security. Yep, right before Summer Games Fest. Yeah, this is believable. Hopefully this is true. We'll keep an eye out from May. 14 Pop-Tarts. Shout out to everybody just coming in. I'm just yapping, talking to the chat, reading articles. Why are PlayStation exclusives more heavily stacked towards the end of their life cycle? Is that a thing? I can't answer that question because every studio is different and every studio has their own agenda. It's not like they're all talking to each other. These are independent companies. What I can say is the reason graphics tend to be better towards the end of the generation versus the beginning is because by the end of the generation, usually studios and developers, they've mastered the hardware. So a lot of times, like that's why The Last of Us looked really good on the PS3 compared to like, if you look at early PS3 games, they look like PS2 games. That's the only thing I can answer, but all that other stuff, I don't know. If you can't handle the heat, that's you. People just want instant success. There was a saying someone gave my big brother where it goes, people want the money, but not the responsibilities that come with it. That says applying to everything. Yeah, I mean, I talk to my girl about this shit all the time. Like, it's like, not to be mean. I understand people want to do what I do or do any type of entertainment shit, but I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people need jobs. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't let nobody tell you there's anything wrong with a 9-to-5, bro. Especially because a lot of y'all are like young men in the chat. Yo, if you got a good job, you paying your bills, you taking care of yourself and your family, who gives a fuck, bro? If you're happy, you don't have to do anything extra. Only reason I say bring up the side hustle thing is just, just in case, have some money that you can, set to the side or some shit like that. But like, truth be told, another reason why, hey, first of all, it's enough niggas trying to be entertainers. B, a lot of people just ain't built for this shit. And you see it during tax season. Yo, shout out to Majestic 7 with the sub. I ain't gonna tell motherfuckers what I paid, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Like, so let me give you like a perspective, right? If you work a regular 9-to-5, tax season is great because most of y'all getting $1,000, $2,000, maybe even $3,000 back. Y'all at the mall spending it all. Nigga, I hate tax season. If you own your own business, tax season is the worst. You pay a lot of fucking money, man. It makes you have a disdain for the fucking government even more. Yeah, my brother's an artist, but his stuff isn't selling, but he's only relying on that. He don't want to work a 9-to-5. Fucking the worst, bruh. But them tax breaks is nice. Not unless you're Amazon, nigga. Like you're like that top. Yeah, you get tax write-offs and shit, but like that's to stop it from becoming a 3rd-degree burn. It's just a second, You said I got a damn near vote for hey, you you ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying, dog. Oh shit. I don't get no money back during tax season. I get robbed. And the worst part is I don't even know where my money goes to. So that's why I say, like, you got to weigh the pros and the cons. It's not for everybody. And that's okay, bro. That's okay. Playing on my phone. Just did my taxes this past weekend. Straight robbery. Video games are now officially sanctioned as a sport in Utah. Anybody in the chat from Utah? I recently found out people in Utah, like Mormons, they do this thing where, like, you know, they're not supposed to have sex before marriage. I mean, I don't either, because I'm a good guy. But apparently they like dry hump each other. Does anybody know what that's called? Yeah, they soak. Yeah, they soak, bruh. So now Utah got soaking and professional video games. If there are any high school kids in the chat from Utah, you can become a professional gamer. They're gonna have esports teams at their high schools and shit. I don't know who the fuck is from Utah, but I mean, it is a thing. It is a thing. I want to go to Utah. I heard it's lit. I heard the hiking in Utah is lit, but like, I don't know if I would want to live there just because, like, I've watched videos about it, like the culture there. Basically, if you're not part of the Mormon church, you're kind of like treated like an outcast. Like the Mormons really got that shit locked down. The Mormon mafia. They said most people think being your own boss equals a bunch of free time. Then, yeah, it's actually the opposite, and that's why I said that, like, having a business is not for everybody. Being your own boss is actually the opposite of equaling more free time. It's actually, you have less free time. It's one of the reasons why I would struggle to date in my past life. Like, you have to be able, the person you deal with, that you date with, has to understand that, like, yo, if I don't go, the boat doesn't go. The ship does not move unless I move. So it takes a special person to deal with that type of person that's always kind of on the clock. And that ain't for everybody. As I said, like, there's nothing, but it pays off. Does it? I'm not ignorant to a situation. Just because I'm a success story doesn't mean I get to ignore the fact that most people didn't succeed. You do realize most restaurants fail. Like 98% of new restaurants fail. That's not true. It does not pay off forever. It's actually the opposite.